It's on now. It's on now. All right, welcome back. Reynolds here.
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects.
BC.
With more of the ABC murders.
Yes, the A appears to be quite unusual. Right, let us compare this with the other letter.
A bit weird that they make you do.
That's right. The A characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Maybe the eyes.
Yes, this eye is weird.
Weird.
I don't think he'd say.
Right. Let us compare this
Queer.
with the other letter.
Unusual.
Yes, the I characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
A W?
An high E.
Let us examine the characters in this word.
A W.
The W is not printed properly. Right. Let us compare this with the other letter. Of course, the W characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter. Hastings, he strikes tomorrow. Chief Inspector Japp?
He's on another line. Can I take a message?
Yes, please, mademoiselle. It is from Hercule Poirot. Tell him ABC strikes tomorrow in Doncaster. He must call me back.
Very well, sir.
Bien, now I'm going to see what I can find from these burnt documents. I've received the product I need. Hastings, if you do not mind, I would like you to take a few notes.
Yes, yes.
Take him down.
Yes, yes.
Decipher, then must have got your.
So, how are you getting on? I'm ready to take notes.
I believe that was some shade.
Now, down to work. All of this needs putting in order a little.
Okay.
But the one on.
Really get
Bottom.
where we're supposed to. And then move it, but it's 4 different pages.
Do you have to like talk?
If someone has tried to get rid of these documents, they may be important.
So are these the same exact things? Like, are we making one big document, or are these pages?
Oh yeah, you can move it. To the middle.
Disappears once you get out of the quadrant. And then this one we can't grab. But this one I can take.
It's like a bottom corner.
Right moves it around and left trigger grabs.
This does not look too difficult.
My gosh.
So I guess we have to do them in position.
This page will be reconstructed in a flash. This page
Right,
is
I thought it was
finished.
gonna fit.
That's done. 3 more to go.
Well, that was not. I think that one.
Like, you gotta get the words.
But that might be from.
Yeah, it could be. No? Could be. And oh, so this one we can't move, so maybe we have to attempt.
This does not look too difficult.
And then when he says that.
Yeah, it's weird that it doesn't indicate.
It's so simple.
You know what? Screw you, Poirot.
This
Must have.
page is finished. And that's
Two more
2
to go.
done. It's easier than I thought.
Keeps going on about this easy shit. Because he doesn't do that in his other ones where he's like, oh, that was so easy.
This page will be reconstructed in a flash. This page is finished. Only 1 more. Keep going. This piece should be placed here.
You think?
It's so simple. This page is finished.
Ta-da!
All the
Good
pages
job.
are reconstructed. The cloth is now soaked with solvent.
Just rub 'em up, rub 'em up, rub 'em up, rub 'em up, yeah.
Got it! Make a note, Hastings, make a note. Mrs. Alice Asher, shop owner in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, prescribed laudanum.
I got it. Look. Poirot, where on earth did you find these files?
On a fire at the
Flask?
bottom of the garden at Campside.
All right, but where did the person who burned them find them?
He did not sing these flies.
Alice Asher, shopkeeper in Andover. Tracheitis, hemoptysis, chronic cough with loss of blood. Prescribed laudanum-based cough medicine.
I'll take
Okay.
some.
Betty Barnard, waitress in Bexhill. Chronic bronchitis, causing dysphonia. Advised to
Bronchitis.
stop
So they were
smoking.
talking about how their throat stuff. Trying to see.
Anthony Bronchitis.
Alexander
Stockings and
Bonaparte cast.
laudanum.
While wounded, mustard gas and head trauma. Pulmonary emphysema. Hemoptysis. Coughing fits with blood. Suffers from absences and amnesia. Dick Dudley Dunbar, owner of the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster.
Oh,
Asthmatic,
so we know who it's
heart
going to be.
disease, heart condition.
All right, Dick, we're
Let us
coming
now
to save
try
ya.
and get
Triple
our brain
D.
cells to work.
Next on Diners, Drives, and Dives. Where did the burned documents come from?
Dirt. Oh yeah. Well, you can say the. She saw the. Throat affliction.
The burned documents are medical records, and without a doubt, they come from Clark's archives. First of all, because
Right,
all the
see.
patients have throat conditions. And secondly, their name starts with either A, B, C, or D, and it is precisely the files that match these letters that have been tampered with.
But why burn these files? How come the names of the two victims appear on them? And who are the two other patients?
These are very
One
good
is
questions.
the killer, and the other one. They all met at the same.
Hello, Poirot.
Pillow fight with
Any
kitten.
news, Chief Inspector?
You wanted a stocking seller? We have one. Reported by his landlady who thought he was behaving suspiciously. He has the most unbelievable name.
Crust. Answer Alexander Bonaparte Crust, so he can be all.
Wang Ching.
Alexander Bonaparte Cust.
Yes, Alexander Bonaparte Cust? How did you guess? Poirot, you have magical powers. It's a serious lead. I called Doncaster. A person matching Cust's description has been seen at the station. He got off the train from London, but
I know where he
after
went.
that,
He went to get some
nobody
dick. And we
knows
go to
where he
see-
went.
Indicate the Black Swan Hotel in Doncaster.
Look for him at the Black Swan Hotel.
What? How do you know he's there?
Trust me, Chief Inspector.
You appear to be very sure of yourself. Very well. I'll call the Black Swan straight away. The owner is going to get a shock when he learns that there's a murderer under his roof.
Let's jet to it.
Do your best, Jap.
You can count on me.
Hastings, everything is at stake. With a little luck, our main suspect will soon be under lock and key. So, has Cust been arrested?
Oh no, the other guy's been killed.
The Doncaster police are sending him by train.
That is good news. But why so gloomy, Chief Inspector?
Well, when I told the hotel owner that he was sheltering a murderer, he collapsed.
He's dead?
No, fortunately, but it has taken its toll on him. It has to be said that with his name starting with the letter D, he had every reason to fear Cust. I bet he was going to be the next victim.
Chief Inspector, I believe that I share responsibility for this incident.
What do you mean?
I saw Mr. Dunbar's medical records. His heart was weak. I should have warned you.
It's very honest of you to tell me that, Poirot. I appreciate your gesture.
Please keep me informed of his
We've
progress.
called instead of having him.
You can count on me. I'll do what's
You wouldn't have
needed.
had a-
I will visit him at his bedside when the killer is caught.
That's typical of you, Poirot. We should focus on the next part of the investigation in order to avoid other incidents. While we're waiting
your
to
job with
question Cust, we could search his room in London.
Where does he live?
The Marbury Guest House?
I'll see you there.
Yes, but start without me. First of all, I have to sort out a few details for Cust's transfer.
I understand. À bientôt. Hastings, we are making good progress. Please go and search the room of our #1 suspect.
With pleasure. I did have a dentist appointment, but I'll cancel.
The dentist. So that is why you are so nervous and bad-tempered.
A visit to the dentist is never an enjoyable prospect.
But an unavoidable
Now you're just pushing
one.
it back.
Go to your appointment, Hastings. I will manage on my own. To Marbury Guest House, please.
I wonder how many percent dudes actually were.
Well, I remember Mr. Nancy was wearing yellow gloves. Prevented the 4th crime, so it is possible that you could mess that up, I guess.
So that's the guest house looking a little janky.
I've been going past this modest guest house for so long. I would never have thought that the ABC case would lead me here. Marbury. There is a very pretty village by this name in Cheshire.
Cheshire.
Cats. $50 achievement.
Prince Albert.
It is a very beautiful piano. Maybe Mrs. Marbury likes to play in her free time.
And a private entrance. It's my private entrance. Oh,
How do you do? You must be Mr. Hercule Poirot. Chief Inspector Jupp told me that you might be coming.
Tell her she's a great help.
Get annoyed seeing her peel potatoes.
Madame, you may be of valuable help to me.
It would be my pleasure to help you. Will there be some journalists there as well?
I think you might even be interviewed. You are key witness.
I've suspected him for some time, but he appeared so harmless. Oh yes, sometimes he got angry and waved his arms about. But even then, he wasn't frightening. And he was as gentle as a lamb again immediately afterwards. It was only this morning that I understood. He told me he was going to Cheltenham, But my daughter saw him at Euston Station. It's not the right station. To get to Cheltenham, you have to take the train from Paddington. And what's more, Mr. Cuss left behind an ABC with Doncaster underlined. As you can imagine, when I saw that, I called Scotland Yard.
Well done. You were right. He did go to Doncaster.
So I was right to warn the police.
Tell me, did you have any other reason to suspect Mr. Cust?
Well, he's odd. Sometimes he coughs really loudly and complains that his throat is burning, and sometimes he talks to himself and stares into space. He told me that it was because of a wound he got in the war. His head hasn't been quite right since, he said. And then he was in Churston when that millionaire got murdered. I found his train ticket when I washed his coat. He didn't want me to wash his shirt. He washed it himself. But I did see big brown stains on it.
Do you think it was blood?
Well, when I saw them, I thought, look, he spilled his wine or his soup all over himself. But now that I think about it, well, they did look like blood.
Cust used to travel for his work. Is that correct?
Oh, it wasn't for pleasure. He was always unwell on trains. But he had to sell his stockings around England. I have to respect my engagements, he used to say.
Do you know where Cust was at the time of the murder in Andover and Bexhill? On June the 21st and July the 25th?
No, I don't know. That was a while ago, you know.
But surely you keep a register.
It won't do you much good. Mr. Cuss rents his room for the year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it. Ah! I remember one thing. Bexhill's by the sea, right?
Indeed, it is a large seaside resort.
Well, as it happens, at the start of July, Mr. Cust asked me to repair his bathing dress. Suspicious, huh?
Very interesting. Please continue.
I also forgot to say that he started buying newspapers that talked about the case.
When did he start buying the newspapers?
Let's see. I think it was just after the millionaire's murder in Churston. He didn't seem all that interested before that.
That will be all for now. I'm going to take a look at his room.
Take the key on the counter.
I should check the register. Mrs. Marbury may have been hiding something from me.
I don't think my register will help you. Mr. Cuss rents his room all year. If he goes away for a few days, I have no reason to make a note of it.
The truth is becoming apparent, and I have something to say to Mrs. Marbury. This woman appears to be in a good mood. Mrs. Marbury is in a good mood. She is working very precisely in producing incredibly thin peel. Mrs. Marbury, if I am to believe the register, you rented room 306 to a certain Mr. Fishman on the day of the Bexhill murder? Room 306 is Cust's room. Can you explain yourself?
Yes, I remember. Just for one night as a favor. Mr. Cust was
Weird,
away, all my other rooms were taken, and poor Mr. Fishman had nowhere to go.
Sure.
You rented the same room to two people. Very profitable, but quite illegal.
But I didn't harm anyone. I was only helping everybody out.
It looks like
Huh?
I've found the real master of this house.
I know that's right.
There is no need to worry about the household cat. I'm sure that Mrs. Marbury lets it do what it pleases.
Just a little bit of
little fun thing.
little flavor.
I mean, that's cool.
Right, that's a good spot for episode. I hope you're having some fun. Join us next time. All right, bye-bye.
Bye.